Welcome to Stingers, a discussion with SAUBs over everyone's favorite energy drink. I'm Camden Connor. Joined with us today is Professor Coomber. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Today I'll be asking you a few questions about your career and your interests, all while sampling Stingers from right here in the Beehive. So, first off, I've heard from some people that you brew your own beer. Could you tell us something about that?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a hobby I picked up back in about, I think, 2018. A friend of mine taught me about beer brewing. And so I got started. And what started is working with buckets and coolers in my kitchen now has become a brew room in our basement where I brew all sorts of different types of beers. And it's really fun. I get to learn so much about biology, chemistry. I design my own water for different beer styles and things like that, come up with my own recipes. And I also do woodworking, and out of that, I built a draft system for our dining room. So I've got the beers that I brew on tap up in the dining room.
All right, so we're gonna be trying 4 different Stingers today.
All right.
We're gonna rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. First flavor is going to be Moon Pool. It's blue raspberry, white chocolate, and grape.
All right, I've never tried a Stinger before, so.
Welcome to the club. It's you and me.
All right. That's good.
Honestly, it's not bad.
So I think it's childhood memories. It reminds me when I was a little kid, my mom would buy these Freeze-Its or Freezies, these little plastic tubes. You'd cut off the top and it was like ice that you would squeeze into your mouth. It kind of tastes like that.
Oh God, yeah. No, that's for me. I remember it.
I can feel the sides of my mouth being cut by the plastic edges as I drink it.
I'd give it a 4.
Well, since I've never had a Stinger before, I don't know what to compare it to. Out of something that's absolutely delicious and something that's absolutely horrible, on a 10 scale, I would give it a 7.
Okay. All right. Question number 2.
Oh, yeah.
I've also heard that you make a pretty big habit out of traveling.
Yeah. I have lived in 5 different countries, and I have traveled to, I think I'm up to 23 countries now. But I travel as much as I get an opportunity to. I love learning about different cultures, eating their food, meeting different people, getting different people's perspectives on life. And I started as a high school student, as an exchange student in Germany. And I've studied in India, I did my PhD in England. I've studied also in Germany. I've studied in Canada, which I'm also a citizen of. And I've studied, there's another country, India, Germany. Oh, I lived and taught English in Japan for a year.
Could you give any personal favorites if you had to pick a few out of them?
That is so difficult. Germany is like a home to me. I absolutely love Germany. So Germany is definitely a favorite on that end. But there's something about Japan that really connects with me. My experiences in Japan were absolutely amazing, and so that's probably a close second. Although, to be fair, England is where our son was born, and I've got so many amazing friends there. It's too hard to answer, really.
I don't blame you. All right, we're gonna go to our second drink here, which is Glacier, if I have the right recipe. This is apparently a combination of white chocolate, green apple, and blue raspberry.
It does not look natural.
No, it doesn't look natural. It looks like mouthwash.
All right.
What you thinking?
I'm thinking a 4.5 on that one. That one came down for me.
I don't feel like it was quite what Moon Pool was. Maybe like a 3.5.
Yeah, that's probably more on the mark.
You were in a musical recently.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I was in Pirates of Penzance this last spring, and it was an excellent experience. So back in college, I started out as a theater major and did a lot of productions back then. And since I came to St. Ambrose, the theater department has got me involved in a few different productions, and that one was especially fun. The choreography, the direction, it was a great time. So yeah, Dan Hale does amazing work, and Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was also fun to be able to work with students and fellow faculty and staff. It was a really good time. It's a very funny production.
Okay, third drink.
right.
It's something called a Mac Attack.
All right, yeah.
So we've got strawberry, kiwi, pineapple, and white chocolate.
That sounds promising. All right. Not such a fan of that one.
It almost tastes like Fanta.
Yeah, if Fanta had chocolate in it.
The Fanta.
Yeah. Love chocolate, love Fanta. Together, not so much, maybe. Yeah, that's leaving a taste. That one's lingering. 2.
Do you have any other hobbies that you're quite that passionate about?
Yeah. I'm a mandolinist. I play mandolin and I play various types of banjo. So music is another hobby of mine. Back in college and grad school, I was in a bunch of different bands. I was in a number of bands when I first came to St. Ambrose. And throughout St. Ambrose, I've been in different bands. But my primary instrument is mandolin. I've been playing that since 1998, so quite a while now. In fact, I just added another mandolin to my collection this summer. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We got it down one more.
All right.
Final drink is
For St.
actually
Ambrose.
a surprise mix. It does not. It doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a
Oh my
registered
gosh.
name.
All right.
But it is raspberry, pomegranate, and pineapple.
Okay, well, let's give it a go.
Combination, certainly.
Now here we're getting kind of back to the first one, where it's got the nostalgic factor for me, like in the late 70s, early 80s, having those ices, that's what they were called, the ices.
I could see it.
Yeah. I'd pop that one up to a 7.
5 rapid fire questions for
All right.
you. Favorite candy?
Laffy Taffy.
Respect it. Do you think at any point we could live on Mars?
Yes.
I think we could. I think technology is crazy enough.
We're evolved for this one, so I prefer Earth, but I think it's possible.
Does pineapple actually belong on pizza?
Yes.
Seriously.
It's a hill I'll die on.
Pop, rap, or country?
For me, country.
Respect it.
Yeah. Outlaw country, like old school.
Well, country like Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson.
All right, favorite animal?
Cat.
One of these 4 stingers, if you had to say which one was your favorite, what would it be?
I would say the first one. Moon Pool. I liked
Yeah.
Moon Pool the best. Yeah. I could see myself having that one again.
That is all we have for Stingers. Thanks for watching.